Hello Kasturians, in this video we are going to conclude this chapter constitutional design. So let's start. In the previous video we have discussed why in this modern time we should follow or we should accept our constitution which was written some 70 years ago. Why? See, the constitution is universally accepted because in the constituent assembly all the members they were belonging to different religions and different provinces. They worked upon and designed the constitution, and the assembly represented members from different languages, groups, castes, classes, religion and different occupations. That's why the ideals and the principles which are written or which are laid down in our constitution, it is for the welfare and it is for all the sections which are together forming the Indian society. So the manner in which the Constituent Assembly worked gives sanctity to the constitution. The Constitution Assembly, it worked in a systematic, open and consensual manner. First, some basic principles were decided and agreed upon. Then the drafting committee, which was chaired by Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, that drafting committee prepared a draft constitution for discussion. After several months of thorough discussion and debate that took place on the draft constitution, the clause by clause discussions were made and more than 2000 amendments were considered. Every document presented and every word was spoken in the Constituent Assembly has been recorded and preserved. These are called the Constituent Assembly debates. When printed, these debates are 12 bulky volumes, and these debates provide the rationale behind every provision of the constitution, and these are used to interpret the meaning of the constitution. Now we will see the Indian constitution, which is, although it is written on paper, but it is considered to be a living document. Those who drafted the Indian constitution, they felt that it has to be in accordance with people's aspiration and changes in the society. So they did not see it as a sacred, static and unalterable law. So they made provisions to incorporate changes from time to time, and these changes are called constitutional amendments. Till date, 104 amendments had been made in the constitution, and to amend procedure provided in the constitution is as follows. There are three categories of amendments. In the first category, amendments can be done by a simple majority of the members present and voting before sending a amendment for the president's permission or assent. In the second category, amendments they require a special majority. Such an amendment can be passed by each House of Parliament by a 2/3 majority of the members of the House which are present at the time when the amendment is to be made and voting, and then it is sent to the President for his assent. In the third category of amendments, the amendment is really difficult to pass. Besides the special majority mentioned in the second category, the same has to be approved by at least 50% of the state legislatures. So that's all we have in this video. Thank you and have a nice day.